When you start looking for homes, you'll almost certainly be asked to sign a buyer-broker agreement. For many buyers, that raises more questions than answers. What exactly am I signing? Am I locked into one agent? Can I cancel it? Will I have to pay my realtor? The good news is that understanding these agreements is much easier than most people think. In this video, we'll explain why these agreements exist, the two standard forms used in Arizona, what they mean, what you should look for before signing, and the questions every buyer should ask. Buyer-broker agreements define the working relationship between you and the real estate professional you've chosen to represent you. Think of it like hiring an attorney, CPA, or financial advisor. Before working together, everyone understands the relationship and expectations. The purpose is clarity, not surprises. Following industry changes in 2024, buyers and agents are expected to discuss representation and compensation before touring homes. The goal is greater transparency so buyers understand how representation works before beginning their home search. One point that often causes confusion is that buyers in Arizona will typically encounter two standard agreement forms during the home buying process. A showing agreement is a limited agreement that allows an agent to legally show you homes while you're still deciding who you'd like to work with. Think of it as a short-term agreement for touring properties. Once you've chosen an agent, you'll typically sign a buyer representation agreement. This agreement establishes your working relationship throughout your home search and purchase. It explains who represents you, the services being provided, how compensation works, how long the agreement lasts, and how the relationship may end. Understanding the difference between these two agreements removes much of the confusion surrounding today's home buying process. Can you negotiate it? Yes. Many buyers don't realize that buyer representation agreements are negotiable. You can discuss how long the agreement lasts, the geographic area covered, the types of property included, compensation, and the services provided. A good real estate professional should welcome these conversations. Can you cancel it? Every agreement is different. Before signing, ask, if either of us decides this isn't the right fit, how would we end the agreement? A good agent should explain this clearly before you sign anything. How compensation works. One of the biggest questions buyers ask is, will I have to pay my realtor? The answer depends on the specific transaction. Your buyer representation agreement explains how your agent expects to be compensated. Depending on the situation, compensation may come from the seller, the buyer, or a combination of both. The important thing is understanding the agreement before moving forward so there are no surprises. What buyers should review before signing. Take a few minutes to review the length of the agreement, whether it is exclusive, the geographic area, compensation, and how the agreement can end. If you don't understand something, ask. A good agent should, a good real estate professional should, encourage your questions, explain every section of the agreement, and discuss compensation openly. Never pressure you to sign and make sure you're comfortable before moving forward. Choosing an agent is about trust, not pressure. Common myths. Myth: signing means you're locked in forever. Reality: every agreement explains how the relationship works and many include ways to end the agreement. Myth: every buyer-broker agreement is identical. Reality: different brokerages may use different forms and negotiate different terms. Myth: these agreements only protect the agent. Reality: they also protect buyers by clearly defining expectations, responsibilities, and representation. A buyer-broker agreement isn't something to fear. It's simply a written understanding between you and the professional you've chosen to represent you. The most important step isn't signing the agreement, it's understanding it. Take your time, ask questions, choose someone you trust. Never hesitate to ask for clarification before signing any document. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Each week we publish practical Arizona real estate education to help buyers and sellers make informed decisions with confidence. For more Arizona home buying resources, visit 10kguarantee.com, where you'll find articles, videos, and practical guides designed to help you navigate the buying process with confidence.